Okay, there's the microphone. All right. Okay. Okay, all right. All right, listen. All right, listen. So if you were here like 10 minutes ago, I accidentally went live when I what I meant to do was I meant to update the fucking Twitch information, and I accidentally hit going live, and it had it on the stream start, but I wasn't done setting up, so I started continuing my setup, and it was only then when I realized because Bubble Bluebies, Bumble Bluebies, YOLO claimed Stream Daddy, and then also dropped some bits, and then I was like, wait a fucking minute. Am I fucking live right now? And I was not supposed to be live, you guys. I wasn't supposed to. It was way too fucking early. And listen, we're early now, but I'm making an exception because that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I can continue to call you YOLO. Okay. Aw, Keith. Keith in with the fucking 17-month sub. I love you, babe. At least the mic wasn't on. Yeah. Definitely wasn't showing Keith genital jousting in another window. Which luckily nothing was showing because that's a banned game on Twitch. Fuck, I don't usually use like this camera, like this layout with the camera, and I'm like, fuck, I look like shit, you guys. My real gamer boy with my like haircut that really needs to get topped up and like my bags under my eyes. Goodness. I'm a tired boy. Yeah, we're gonna just kill some time for a couple of minutes to make sure everybody gets here. Fucking the fact Twitch banned genital jousting, but YouTube is fine with it. That's funny. That's actually really funny. I said that to Keith, and Keith's like, what? And I'm like, it's on the banned game list. Because if you I don't even remember exactly where it is, but there's somewhere in like the Twitch TOS stuff where they talk about games that are allowed to be played. They're like, here's a list of banned games, and you could look at the whole list. It's mostly porn games. Like, it's pretty clearly like just actually explicit games. I mean, why would you think about a banned game list? Yeah, it's like very much the list of games that they're like, we don't play these. Please, God. We know about them and we do not want you to do it. I need to trim up my fucking facial hair too. Genital jousting is like, it's not really that. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not porn, but it's definitely not family friendly. Anyway, I picked it up because it's on sale for $2, which is it's a hard deal to beat. And I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take genital jousting. No big deal. Yeah, I'm just going to hop onto Twitter, let everyone know that I'm actually live. My guys, it has been a couple of days. It has certainly been a couple of days. I'm like, I usually go ahead and like update you guys with things that have been going on. I'm not going to, because like honestly, I've just been playing a lot of video games. I've just been like feeling away, you know. I don't know, do you guys get that like midsummer flunk? You just like floop. Anyway, I wasn't here last Thursday because I had a family thing I had to go to. They told me to come to it early enough in advance, and I was like, all right. My wrist is acting up, so I got my bracelet on again. And that's about it. But it's them dog days. It is. Hello, first time chatter. How are you? I don't know what it is, because I feel like you just get to a point in the midsummer where you're like I saw someone talk about seasonal affective disorder for summer, and I was like, that's a thing. That might be me. That might be me. I don't know. I don't know. Cookie. I'm sorry, that's very funny. Okay. All right, so my guys, my friends. since we are a minute away from 8 o'clock, I can start talking about what we're going to be doing today. So I actually have something exciting and a surprise for you today for this Gabriel Knight stream. Because if you recall, when we played last time, we had no idea what the fuck was going on. They didn't tell us where we were, or why we were, or what the plot was. They were talking as if we knew, but we did not know. And we didn't realize at the time, or I didn't realize at the time, that it was because I had missed a crucial part of Gabriel Knight 3's experience. And that is that when the game came out in 1999, and it came out in a box, and it all... You got it in a box. You didn't buy it online. You got it in a fucking box. Oh my god, Excalibur's here too. I'm so glad. You got it in a box, and you open the box, and there's all shit inside the box. Like, do you guys remember when you used to buy games and they were in boxes? So anyway, inside that box was a manual, but also a comic book. Yeah, fucking Kinky Ray called it. It had a fucking comic book. So, I didn't know this. And I mean, here's the thing. Getting this game on Steam has been like a trial and a tribulation all at fucking once. Because fucking buy it on Steam for $7. I install it and it immediately doesn't work because it's asking for a disc. Once I fixed that, you know, the graphics issues, everything, the whole game was broken. Like, I had to look up several guides to help me unbreak it. And this is a game they're selling on Steam. And on top of all of that, it has the comic. It's in the same folder with the manual. But there's nowhere at any point where it goes, hey, make sure you read the comic, or else you won't know what's happening. So... it's very funny, too, because I had someone message me on Twitter who was watching back the stream because they're very excited. Because this is what I love. I love Gabriel Knight stands because, like, oh my gosh. Because they're so fucking die-hard for these niche, tiny little games. And, like, I love it because they showed up to be like, there's a comic. Like, you don't know what's happening. There's a comic you're supposed to read. And they gave me a bunch of other tips, too. Like, bless Gabriel Knight stands. So... oh. Wait. Oh. So... here it is. I didn't know I was a Gabriel Knight stand that's happening against all odds. Listen, I'm editing a music video. Like, I'm so far gone at this point. Always get your games on GOG so they actually work. No. Does it, though? I don't know. So here it is. It looks beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna read through it. I'm gonna have some water because I'm already, like... my throat's like, hey, are you streaming? Fuck you. I wrote that one Gabriel Knight 2 fic. Yeah, I commissioned you. I paid for it, baby. We're gonna bring this fandom back one way or another. Okay. So, alright, we're gonna read this. Last of my bits for the comic excitement. 7! Thank you, YOLO. Okay, here we go. Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned, Gabriel Knight, written by Jane Jensen. Let's go. Alright. So, I can't read what the fuck this says, but it's a letter to Mr. Knight. And Grace says, wow, you've been invited to Paris by Prince James of Albany. Let me see. Never heard of him. Let me look him up on Sydney. He's the current Stuart heir. You know, the kings of Scotland. Now they're in exile. How does she do it, ladies and gentlemen? So we're going, right? No. Why not? This is a chance to meet real European society. That's exactly why not. Snanews. Like, snooze? This doesn't work. Anyway, I need Tim Curry to read this so I know how to say it. Am I able to try? No, I'm not. Listen, Excalibur, One time on the stream, I did a Mickey Mouse impression that was very good, and I learned that under duress. I learned I was able to do it under duress, and I'm not repeating my mistakes. Need to be written as Sa'uz. Is it Sa'uz? I'm trying to, like, drag him out saying snooze in that snarky 90s way. Snooze. What part do you drag out in snooze? Sat news? Like, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Sa news? I guess. Snooze. Snooze. Alright, listen, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from this. Besides, I don't even know these people. They must have heard there was a new Ritter scion. I'm not a scion. Oh. Wow, doing Grace a disservice with this drawing. And they'd want to meet you, of course. This is really exciting. You're like royalty. I'm not royalty, and neither is this guy if he's in exile. We're not going. Okay, whatever. I'll just call this secretary guy, see if I can get more info. Grace! Just a second. Mr. Knight, so good of you to accept our hospitality. Call me Gabriel, and this is Gracie. Grace Nakamura. Charmed. The weekend proceeds less than smashingly. No, really, y'all go. He's like, you know what? I've had enough fucking hunting. I've had enough hunting in my fucking life. Don't hand me a gun. I do not want to hold a gun ever again. I'm done. Polo is most enjoyable. I assure you, the best sport on earth. No one will mind if you're not an expert horseman. My God, look at Gabriel. This horse is like, fuck this. Listen. I don't think polo is something that you can just pick up and try if you've never ridden a horse. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure polo horses are, like, pretty testy. I feel like most sport horses are. They're not, like, easy trail ride horses you put kids on, you know? Here, just get up on this horse. And then, while having the horse run, lean out and hit a ball with a stick. We never should have stopped jousting. We haven't. There's still jousting happening. Okay, so moving along. Novelist, is it? Would I know you? I seriously doubt it. Have you read any of Mr. Knight's work, James? I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure. Then how do you know someone like... ... Alfred, you know James and Pat find the occasional American amusing. It's one of those endearing quirks of theirs. Really? You'd never see that in America. Never see what, Mr. Knight? An Englishman being invited because they are amusing. This is very silly. I like the asterisks here. The voodoo murders and the brutal beast are probably not up Lord Edgar's alley. So far, this has taught me nothing, but we'll keep going. You were right. We shouldn't have come. None of them have even heard of the Ritters. Well, then how did they... Hey, this is the first edition of the Dubliners. Signed. Cool. Fucking puts it in his jacket. Steal it. Oh, now you don't want to talk about it. What? This is the only thing is, like, these kinds of art styles are really cool, but I find them difficult to, like, visually follow. Like, what's happening here? You called the fiddler, so dance. Miss Nakamura, Mr. Knight, might we speak with you alone? We're related to the Wittelsbach dynasty. The Lost Wagner oh my god, come on, Danae. The Lost Wagner opera came to our attention. And the particular focus of your family trade. Mesme? Mesme suggested I contact you. You need a Schottenjäger? I'm afraid so. The Stewards are a very old family. For a long time, we have been plagued by a kind of anemia. Like the Romanovs? Yes, and no. Stewart heirs have unusual episodes. They awake in the morning, pale and exhausted. Upon examination, it is evident that they are suffering from severe anemia. Gradually they recover, but it happens again, sometimes within months, sometimes not for years. Sounds like a medical problem. Opens drawer. Does it? Dun dun dun! Look at this paper! Oh my god! Dun! There's no trace of an assailant. No. Over the century, we have tried everything. Guards, dogs, locked rooms. Guards and dogs fall asleep. Locks are broken. Nothing stops it. You want us to protect you? Not me. There is someone I want you to meet. Thank you, Mesme. This is my son, Charles, my first child. Isn't he beautiful? Oh, that's great saying that. Isn't he beautiful? I don't expect you to understand, but when it was my own suffering, I could accept the night visitors, as we call them. But now that it's Charlie, I simply cannot bear the thought. So we're protecting the baby from these night visitors? Do you really think you could? We'll do our best. Absolutely. Oh, look at Dalmatian. That night, ... The thing that worries me is getting them to show up. We could be sitting up nights for months. Don't you think, Grace? Grace? Zzz. Make that eye. I could be staying up nights for months. Zzz. Oh, Sweepy. Oh, what is... Oh, that's his amulet. I was like, what is this? Thunk. Grace? Ooh, spooky! No! Oh, I took the baby! I took the baby and left! Before the Schottenjäger can even move, the figure is gone. And so is the baby! Bone zone. Look at these pictures. Is this Gabriel? Is this Gabriel jumping out the window? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah it is! Look at this Batman shit! Oh, this is great. I love it. Go, Gabriel, go! You wouldn't steal a baby. Oh, there's his motorcycle! A pursuit begins in the warm Paris night. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom. At times, when his headlights penetrate the car, he sees two figures, two men. Dun, 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 dun. But the chase ends at a train station. The car is empty. He breaks in, runs in. Two men, a baby. Did anyone? Sir. Number 4. Whoosh. Why is he jumping around like Batman? I'm losing my mind. This is very fun. Dun, 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 dun. Running on the train. That's the train. How cute. Mind if I have a look? That's my attempt at the accent. I hope you're glad. Okay, the woman's like, Huh. Wasn't the baby. So we're in Paris trying to find a baby. Yes. Well, we're leaving Paris now because we're on a train. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, hey. I think I left my bag in here somewhere. Rummage, rummage, rummage. Rummage. A trunk with holes in it. A white light of some kind. Hi, I was just checking for a bag I lost, but thunk! Whoa! Badoom! Gabriel Knight 3. Gabriel Knight? No, the Dark Knight. Gabriel Knight, the Schonjäger. Okay, so that's it. That's the comic. I hope you enjoyed. I got really into it, honestly. It's a pretty fun little thing. How do I turn this off now? So there you go. That was the context we were missing. We kind of picked it up from the phone call that we had with Buddy at the beginning. So that was fun. This also reminds me, at some point, I'm going to probably do a stream where we read the novelizations. I'm considering doing that for, like, either a streamathon or a charity stream or something, just because, like, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Okay. Shall we get to the game, everybody? Let's do it. Let's go. I'm going... Oh. Sierra! Okay. Will I be less obnoxious? No, I will not. I will not. I will remain obnoxious. I'm actually... Sorry, I'm just gonna change my volume a little bit. Good enough, good enough. Space! We need the music just a little bit. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Sorry, I have to cut off the music. I forgot to give YOLO their stream daddy that they claimed during the false start. Okay, put down the music. Would you be less obnoxious for charity? No, because I need to be extra obnoxious for charity. That's always how that works. You were there for the last charity stream, Keith. You remember? We'll do so we want Danae less obnoxious for charity. If we didn't want obnoxious, we'd go somewhere else. Fuck. Okay. The openings are all bangers, it's true. Well, actually, Gabriel Knight 2 didn't really have a banger intro, which is a little bit sad. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Sorry, I forgot that I need to load up an image. Okay, trying again. Sorry. Listen. Would this be a stream if I wasn't, like, struggling a wee bit? Yeah, I just mount, like, a blank CD to make it work. Because basically the game just wants there to be a disc. It doesn't matter what disc. I don't know why the load screen growls at me. Okay, so we are picking up from the middle of day one. We have a guide this time. If it would load, that'd be really nice, actually. There we go. So, apparently we shouldn't really need one. That being said, you guys remember me getting stuck last time, so... Ugh, I hate... Sorry. Listen. This is not going to be an organized stream, but that's fine. Alright. Alright, let's go. Let's continue. Alright, right. I know how to move, don't I? Oh, I don't. I don't remember how to move. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Oh, God. Okay, alright. Alright, we got it. We're good. I was given some tips about how to, like, use the controls better, and I have forgotten them. I'm sorry. I'm not great at this. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. You know what, though? I need to take the fucking wrist brace off. It's really hampering my ability. This is such a departure from the glorious pixel art in Game 1. I know. That's like... Excalibur, I know you're like watching through the old streams. Wait till you get to Gabriel Knight 2. The FMVs, so good. Very good.
I've been waiting to get you alone, Maddie. I don't like to brag in front of the others, but I think you're going to be surprised at how this tour turns out. Might bring some fame your way. Help you out.
Are you implying, Monsieur Wilkes, that you intend to find the treasure?
Look at this hot
this
bitch.
Trip?
That's right.
You will have my full attention when you do.
You don't believe me? I got this theory, see?
Theory.
Monsieur Wilkes, everyone has a theory.
Yeah, but they ain't got what I got. You can write that up and take it to the bank.
Really? And what do you have that is so unusual?
My theory.
Why don't you come by my room tonight and find out? I got this big piece of equipment, see?
Oh, je comprends. However big your equipment, monsieur, I've no doubt seen something very much like it before. Besides, I probably have other plans.
Alright, so let's chit-chat. I know that we're going to be covering some ground that we already covered before, but just bear with me. Who's this guy?
Oh, I haven't seen that guy before.
Haven't seen that guy. Talk to him. Can do it. Hello, I'm Gabriel.
Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Gabriel Knight.
Knight, eh? Wilkes is the name. John Wilkes.
Australian?
That's right. And you're a Yank.
If you mean American, yeah. But there are certain branches of my family tree that'd shoot you for that one. Are you with the tour?
Yeah, I'm with the tour. Look, I'm all for being friendly like, but my lunch is getting cold.
Oh, sure. We'll talk later.
You guys want to know a thing about me that's interesting? I used to have, like, fucking red-ass hair. Like, beautiful long red hair. That's who I was once.
Oh, baby, watching Magdalene eat has its moments, but I probably have better things to do. Probably.
Look at her slurp that soup. Wow, sexy, she did it. She got... Why does she hold it like that? Trans hands, Gabriel
Hey,
McKnight.
Magdalene, how's lunch?
How's lunch?
Satisfactory, Monsieur Knight. Will you be dining, or are the prices here, kinda steep?
Oh, if I get hungry, I'll eat. Don't worry about it.
I will try not to, fret.
Okay. I love when, like, dialogues end and you're just kind of, like, standing in the same spot. As we all know, watching people drink soup makes Tim Curry harder than a rock. You can do it, Gabriel! You can do it! There he goes! Proud of him. Okay, now we need to go up the stairs. See, I'm getting the hang again. This is just, like, really jarring the first time.
Mr. Knight?
Oh! What you guys doing?
There you are, ladies. I greatly appreciate your understanding.
I'm sure you'll be able to repay us somehow, Mr. Bowser, when the time comes. Move along now, Estelle. I really must rest. Thank you, Mr. Bowser.
Oh, thank you, Miss Styles.
Wow, she has terrible posture. Yeah. There you go. That's the move. Oh! You can do it! Alright, you got it. That's odd. Why are they switching rooms? Still, it's just a mannequin. I was told by, that friend who came into the DMs to talk to me about this game that, like, we should really be trying to pay attention to the different characters and, like, kind of, like, maintaining, like, plot things about the different ones. There's a lot going on, and I'm like, ooh, very interesting. I am gonna just be using the guide, though, just for the ease of streaming. Is this the right way? How bad was the orgy last night that he has to pay them for the bad experience? No! Yo, Gabriel. Okay, so now we gotta go in the church. We have to have the conversations that we had last time. Scritch, scritch.
Chi è colpevole di questo sacrilegio?
May I be
Sacrilegio.
of service, monsieur?
Par ce signe tu le vaincras? Could you tell me what is meant by this?
It means, by this sign shall you conquer it.
It. What is it? The proper phrase is par ce signe tu vaincras. By this sign shall you conquer, meaning naturally the sign of the cross.
I am aware that there's been a slight modification, yes.
To what end? What is the it to which the words refer?
Monsieur, the Abbé Saunière designed this statue. What he meant by this, or by any of the decorations in the church, we can only surmise.
I love this
I
man's
see.
full bosom.
If that is your answer, then you cannot be of service to me. Good day.
Monsieur?
Alright. Let's talk to Mr. Knee Shorts. He looks like Guillermo del Toro. I called him George Lucas before I got, like, the close-up shot of his face. He got big old bitties. This guy's got, like, a dump truck of an ass, too. Not really. Like, I guess that's an over-exaggeration, but he's got a specific slope. Looks like my deadbeat dad. Oh, no. Let's talk to this guy. If we can get to him. Ah! What's happening?
Hi.
There we go.
Are you with the tour?
Ha!
Si, signore. And who are you?
My name's Knight. My friend Mosley is on your tour.
Ah, I am Buchelli. Vittorio Buchelli.
Nice to meet you. How'd you like the tour so far?
I am enjoying it. Yes, thank you.
I'm a writer. Oh, what are you writing down? No, check into hotel. Oh, you're in the hotel.
Did you get in late last night, Signor Buccelli?
Signore. Yes, it was quite late.
Did you drive, or...
I took a train.
Oh, yeah? I came in last night by train. What train were you on?
From Naples.
This guy gives you fruit vibes. He gives me the vibes of, like, when you're in, like, an Italian neighborhood. And there's just, like, some coffee shop where they just have a bunch of folding chairs lined outside of it. And there's just a bunch of fucking old men out there. And you can tell that they're always there, having their little gossip sessions. That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of, like, that vibe. So you got some feelings about this church, bud?
So, what do you think of the church?
It isn't a church. They should make that clear.
It's not a church?
No, this parish was closed years ago. The building is a tourist attraction, nothing more.
You here for the treasure?
Did you, did you come to look for the treasure?
Treasure? Signori, please.
Oh, you don't think there is a treasure?
I would be very surprised.
Then how come you took the tour?
Well, the history of the area
That's so
and
sus.
the fable of the treasure, these interest one, no?
No, not really.
Then why are you here?
Oh, yeah, the history, sure.
Smooth Gabriel.
Do you know anything about the Holy Grail being around here?
The Grail is a story, nothing more.
Okay. Well, goodbye. Let's talk to Guillermo over here. It's the ass of a scoundrel. Hi.
Hey, how are ya? The name's Knight.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Are you the priest here, or...
People call me the Abbé, yes. The name's Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud.
Oh, no. Tell me about the church.
This is quite a place. I haven't seen many churches this, colorful.
I assure you, it is unique. Saint Mary Magdalene's is quite ancient, but Abbé Saunière restored it in the 1890s. It is his spirit you see around you.
Ah, nice. You don't see churches dedicated to Mary Magdalene very often.
Ah, but the Magdalene cult was quite strong in the old days, particularly in this part of the world.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
The Magdalene journeyed to the south of France after the death of Jesus. She lived here for many years. In fact, you can visit her remains at a church near Marseille.
Huh. I had no idea.
Keep going. Oh, what's this? Tell me more about her.
What do you mean by the Magdalene cult?
A cult of devotion. It's still quite strong in this area, despite the best efforts of the Catholic Church. Did you know that most of the famous Black Madonna images were not images of the Virgin Mary at all, but of the Magdalene? The Church wanted to downplay the role of Mary Magdalene, so they called her a prostitute and insisted that all the Black Madonnas were really the Virgin Mary.
So then, who was the child?
But the Black Madonnas usually show a mother and child, don't they? If the woman's Mary Magdalene, who's the child?
Who indeed?
Excellent question, Mr. Knight.
Edutainment. Yeah. Jane Jensen's stories are all like, so I went somewhere in Europe, and here's the thing I learned about on my tour, and here's how I'm going to make it supernatural and gay. At least that's my understanding. You know?
The Holy Grail has been linked to this area, is that right?
The connection is nearly as old as the Grail legend itself. What have you read on the subject?
Not much.
Not much. Arthurian legends aren't really my thing. But it's supposed to be a cup that contained the blood of Christ, isn't it?
In it?
A vessel that contains the blood of Christ, yes.
A vessel? Like a child? What does this have to do with vampires, do you think?
Do you think the Holy Grail is behind the treasure of Rennes-le-Château?
It is possible.
Tell me more.
Do you know of anyone in this area that has a particular interest in the Grail?
Besides myself? No one that I can think of. Of course, the treasure seekers who visit the valley are often interested in the Grail.
Do you know much about the Templars?
I know the basic history. There are a few Templars buried in the cemetery, you know. But, yes. I think I'll refer you to a young scholar staying in the house near the Château de Blanchefort. His name is Larry Chester.
Larry
he says
Chester.
He's working on a Templar book.
Mr.
Okay,
Larry Chester.
Thanks.
And let me know if he's helpful at all, will you?
Sure.
Is Gabriel the Holy Grail? You can tell me, Gabriel. So is Mary's child the Grail, and is this baby's reincarnation? Or, yeah, like what chapter of, oh my god, what's the name of that Tom Hanks movie? Da Vinci Code. What part of the Da Vinci Code is this?
Do you think that there's a treasure around here?
There's treasure
Of
all
course there's
around
a
us.
treasure, but it will not be found by just anyone. Let those who have ears hear.
Right.
Okay. Alright, let's skedaddle. Can do it, Gabriel. Gabriel, I clicked. Oh. Get moving. Gabriel, unfortunately, has a bit of a flat ass. By the way, I learned that ticking noise is the game telling me that characters have moved around. Oh, this isn't the way I meant to go, but that's fine. Personally, I don't have ears, just low polygon hair. It's true. So, we need to go back to the hotel now. That way. I love this fountain. What a good fountain. This just sounds like water pouring down a drain. Doesn't it? Let me talk to Gabriel like he's a dog. Yeah. I mean, he is. What's this? Oh, right. Get inside, Gabriel. Get in there. Sounds like a man pissing in a toilet. Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta go talk to Mr. Mosley. So get ready with the ACABs in the chat. I forgot to mention, we have a touch orb emoji now, in case you didn't notice it. What room is he in? 33. There we go. Mosley.
All right, you hairball. What are you really doing here? You didn't know anything about my trip.
I'll tell ya. Don't worry about it. What
Yeah,
about
ACABs
you?
in the chat, baby.
Since when do you take European tours?
Hey, you don't know everything about me.
Apparently not.
Anyway, I was here first. So what's your excuse?
A baby.
Have you heard a baby crying since you've arrived?
A baby? What the hell are you talking about, Knight? I ain't heard no baby.
I'm looking for a baby because I have a case.
All right. This is what happened. A couple of weeks ago, Grace and I got this invitation in the mail. I was passed out for a while. I'm not even sure how long. When I got up, we were at the Coeisa station. The conductor saw the two men get off. They've got to be around here somewhere.
Wow. This is really interesting.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate it.
So what's all this about? Vampires? Or did I hear something funny?
Nothing funny about it. The night visitors, Prince James calls them, but they take blood. Sounds like vampires to me.
Oh, you don't believe in that crap, do you?
Mose, you have no idea.
My last
Well,
boyfriend
the
was a
kidnappers
werewolf.
are real enough. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna figure out what's going on, that's what. First of all, there's your tour group.
I think you're swinging at an empty plate there.
Y'all got in last night, didn't you? Maybe one of you was on that train. Or maybe someone in your little group is here for a handoff of the kid. It'd be the perfect cover story.
You're right. It's possible.
Or maybe not. Which is why
Guys,
I
hear the
gotta go
noises?
check out the area
Someone
too,
in the hallway.
as soon as I get some wheels.
So this is a real Schottenjäger case, huh?
Schottenjäger.
What's going on with that whole thing? And, what about Grace?
I'll tell you. Don't rush me.
Let's talk about whether or not we're fucking Grace. Okay, so we actually need to sneak.
Shh.
That's not sneaky. Was he listening in?
Oh, nothing.
Was Emilio listening to us? Pardon? Alright, well, let's talk about Grace now, I guess.
Gracie's doing fine since you asked.
A bet. Huh? Huh? Come on. The two of
Emilio
you
fully
alone in the
heard
house.
us.
We're not sleeping together.
What? Did he get chewed off in your last case or what?
It did.
Oh, I don't know. We've
I don't
come
know.
close a couple of times, but I get all freaked out or
I don't know, Mosley. I
You
think I
start
might be a
worrying.
homosexual.
Look, Gracie's a doll, but she's living with me. If I slept with her and then I changed my mind, what would I do? Throw her out?
Why don't you just marry her, Knight?
Oh, God.
I forgot. You're allergic.
Even if I did want to get married, I'm not sure it would be Gracie. She's like a chair, you know? Say you see this really great chair, and you like the chair, and your mother likes the chair, and everyone says you should buy the chair, but you know that if you take it home, everything else would have to go. You know, like the chair is Louis XIV, and the rest of your place is IKEA.
Well, bud, I hate to say it, but you better start cooking or get out of
Not the
kitchen.
chair speech.
Because you keep farting around, and somebody might just beat you to it.
It's funny because I remember the first time listening to that, I was like, "What? Where are you going with this?" And I'm like, "Oh, so you're saying she's fucking out of your league? You would have to improve as a person." I mean, you're right.
So, how'd you find out about this tour anyway?
I read about it in a travel magazine.
A travel magazine? Since when do you read travel magazines?
These men roasting each
Like
other
you're
for
the
10
only
minutes
one that
solid.
can go running off to Europe? I'm pretty cosmopolitan myself, you know.
Cosmopolitan is more like it.
Oh,
What a god-awful way to put it at all.
Why don't you go write some
He's a novelist, but he's not
dialogue,
well-spoken.
smartass. Get it out of your system.
Go write some dialogue. I'm like, listen, as someone who writes but isn't eloquent, I understand. I understand Gabriel being like, here's an analogy, and everyone's like, what? That's a terrible analogy.
Now, you didn't see the kidnappers in the area last night, did you?
The guys you saw on the train both had long hair.
No one
pulled
said he was a
back in
good novelist,
ponytails,
especially
and
him.
they
He
had
especially
this
didn't say.
trunk with air holes. Nope. Haven't seen anything like that since I got here.
Listen, if anyone's doubting their artistic ability, Gabriel Knight is best-selling novelist. I don't think he's best-selling, but he's a novelist who sells books. His Omegaverse books are fire. That's what The Beast was about. Or whatever that book was. I can't remember what it was called now. I feel like he could be the entirety of men writing women. Yep, I mean, honestly, you remember Grace in the last game? With that, like, that fan talking about the fucking Japanese character he had in the books? Oof.
Mose, do you know anything about the Holy Grail?
The Holy Grail? No,
Most, do you know anything
not
about
really.
our
Why?
Savior Jesus Christ?
What do you know about the Holy Grail?
Me? Not much.
Oh, someone is roasting garlic in the neighborhood. I can smell it.
About this Schottenjäger thing. You know, we had that big case last year.
Yeah, I seen
Brutal
your book,
Beast.
The Brutal Beast. God, what a sick freaking mind you got.
Yeah. Anyway, since then, Grace and Gerda have been getting all organized on me. Gracie even did this computer program called Sydney. It's supposed to help when we're in the field. Of course, I'll never use it, but I can't tell her that.
Uh-huh. And I've noticed you're looking a little toned there, huh? Huh?
Yeah, I've been working out. Grace says I need to be in shape to chase the bad guys. I point to you as an example in the contrary. Then she points out that you never get the bad guys.
Oh, ha. Glad to see you haven't lost your butt-stupid sense of humor. So, did you ever find out how your family got into this whole thing in the first place?
No, the journals go way back to 900 AD, and it looks like it was an old family tradition even then. I don't know. Grace found a few other groups of shadow hunters, and they seem pretty decent. There's a whole ashram in India where they train monks for this kind of thing. Grace has been bugging me about going.
Why don't you?
Shit. I'm not a Lost Horizons kind of guy.
I see what you mean. Well, no point getting all serious about it.
Screw you, mostly. So, what about the treasure of Rennes-le-Château? You have a theory?
Not really.
Magdalene says everybody has a theory.
Not really.
Oh, that Magdalene. Whew. Oh, what a babe, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You never said what you think about the treasure. Is that why you came?
So sorry.
To find the treasure?
I don't know about that. Find out about it, maybe. Sure, it seemed like a lark.
But what do you...
Speaking of Magdalene, now, don't you just love that kind of tough girl thing she's got going?
Mostly.
Man, whew.
You incel.
I wasn't speaking about Magdalene. I was talking about the treasure.
Oh, nice area, though, isn't it?
All right. Let's leave. Let's
I don't
sneak.
think I'd see any more if I did it again.
All right, fair enough. Let's just leave
I'm
then.
going to take off. You want to look around with me this afternoon?
This afternoon? Nah, I got some things to do.
What could you have to do? You're on vacation.
Oh, I brought some work with me. Yeah, you know, a cop's work is never done.
Sus.
Never started even.
Oh,
He's jerking it all
by
even.
the way, would you mind not mentioning to anyone that I'm a cop?
What?
People just get kind of weird. You know, I want to be
Hey,
an
Cab.
average Joe for once. Come on.
Mose, I've got news for you. You can't get any more average.
Not.
All right. Mum's the word.
Thanks. See you around?
Yeah. See ya.
Ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.
Guess Emilio was thirsty.
Ooh, Emilio. Let's take his glass. It's ours now. I'm just gonna shove this into my pants. Perfect. Okay, so that should be everything. Hopefully, mostly. This is where we got caught up last time because the day is supposed to progress after this, and I figured that the reason why it was because we missed the interaction with the women changing rooms. Oh, there we go. I just realized, okay, so Buddy was definitely listening in because he was holding the glass to the door, and that's why we heard the scraping. I only clued into that now. I'm not a very good detective. Okay, so let's make a new save. Why not? Day 1, part 3. Let's go! Grrr. Okay. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Oh.
Looks like the moped shop is open.
Hell.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Alright, well, I know where we're going. Going to the moped shop, use guys. Oh, use guys. We can move rooms because of us too, I think. Ooh. He's sus of us. He's sus of us. Alright. Hey, buddy. Ooh, look at this fucking hipster. Oh my gosh, hello. Ooh, yeah, rub that pipe. Ooh. Goodness. Hello. Oh, we can get real close. Yeah, what's in there? God, we're all so fucking easy. You know? We're really fucking easy.
Great. They're open.
Great! Bike shop needs to look like this where I live. Yeah, this is absolutely a bike shop, man.
Hey, how you doing? I want to rent a bike.
Oui. Your passport, please. Monsieur Knight, you are not with the tour group? I do not see you on my list.
Nope, I'm on my own.
Ah, I am sorry, monsieur, but most of my fleet is reserved for the tour group.
What?
I have one little bike left, monsieur, but she is nothing grand.
Little bike.
I show you. Here she is.
This piece of crap? Oh, come on. I was kind of hoping for this baby. Ooh, what is this? A WW2 army issue?
Ooh.
Oui, but the tour group reservations were made first. It is this little bike, monsieur, or nothing.
Well, who gets the Harley?
Whoever chooses it first, monsieur. If none of the others want the large bike, you may have it.
Oh, yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Let me know what you decide.
Well, okay, but like honestly, who in the tour group is gonna take the really nice fucking Mosley? Fucking Mosley's gonna take this bike. Yeah, get on this little purple guy. He's cute. What's wrong with this, Gabriel? It's a cute little beep beep. He just needs something big between his legs again. It's been a while. Can't help that he misses his boyfriend. Okay, so we need to go back here. It's not a moped? I think so. I don't know enough about bikes to know anything about bikes. To comment on bikes, even. Alright. Ooh, the ladies are here. What are they whispering about?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Fucking rude. Hi. Mostly wants to fuck Magdalene, so he has to get that Harley. Yeah.
I noticed y'all moving suitcases around upstairs. Was there a problem with your room?
Oh, my, yes.
But that wasn't why we moved, Lily.
No?
Mr. Barza kindly offered to exchange with us.
He's a Muslim, you see, wanting to be facing east and all that. Well, Estelle and I are very much in favour of supporting the cultural differences between us, aren't we, darling?
Yes, Lily. And it's a much nicer
They are
room.
together.
It's larger and has a balcony.
Of course, I do appreciate the sacrifice. But then there are 2 of us and only 1 of Mr. Barza. And I'm sure he's used to stuffier quarters. Middle Easterners so often are, you see.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Permitted the term lesbians. Alright. What's this? Map. Balcony. It's a balcony. So Emilio is sus as. Extremely sus. He wanted to move closer to us, I guess. Okay, I have no idea why I would want to do the thing the guide is suggesting I do right now, but... Listen, I'm just following the guide, because otherwise, I don't know. So yeah, so he moved next to us, right?
Baza's room.
Okay, Emilio Baza.
I'm not sure what I'd say if he came to the door.
So, my guide is telling me something that I have to do. And I don't know why. Don't eat the candy. I don't know. I'm just doing what the guy tells me. So... We're supposed to call Mosley now. This is the thing. I'm like, if I wasn't using a guide, I would be struggling for a long time. And, like, you guys don't want to watch me struggle too much. Not more than, like, is reasonable, you know? Okay, let's call Mosley down. Stand in the middle of the room. Perfect. I just read ahead in the guide and discovered what I need to do. And, wow, it's very stupid. You thought putting the I know why I put the candy down now. Where are you, Mosley? Did you already go down? This is incredibly stupid. This is incredibly stupid. Oh, there's Mosley. Mosley! Oh.
He looks confused, doesn't he? What a doofus.
Oh. Do you guys see where this is going now? What's this?
I don't think I want to show that to him.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get another candy. So here's the thing. We have learned that Mosley likes this fucking candy, and that he's an idiot. So... And what is our goal right now? Our goal is that we need to get... we need to get this bike. And Gabriel won't fucking settle. You can do it, Mosley. You can get there. You can do it. Nice. Good work, Mosley. So, you won't believe this. You won't believe this. Remember Gabriel Knight 1? Do you remember what it was like? Do you remember the things that we did? The illegal things that we did? Because what we want to do is we want to get that motorcycle. And we can't do it unless we're a part of this tour group. We can't afford to join the tour group. So what's the next best thing?
I could, but maybe I should wait until Jean's elsewhere.
Oh. Oh, there he goes. Click. Okay, so let's go up. So let's go. Whoop. Never mind me, Mosley. Oh, thanks.
If I could get him to stop somewhere for a minute, I might be able to...
Okay.
Well, to do something.
Okay, do it. Take it. Take it. The best part of this is how the fucking moped guy is gonna question this. No, why would he? For fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes. That worked. Can we talk about Mosey's little... when he found candy? Wow. Wow. Identity theft, baby. Look at, he's going for more. Just take a handful with you, Mosley. Idiot, just go buy candy in town, fucking jerk. Ugh. This game is art. Oh, fuck. This game is art. What can I say? What can I say? Gotta be used to Gabriel impersonating him at this point, right? Yeah, how is this guy gonna believe me with the fucking passport? I'm also like, how would you have figured this out back in the day?
Mosley's passport. Unfortunately, I don't look a thing like him.
That's
that is,
true.
It's fortunate most of the time, but it's less than ideal at the moment. And some people think I give America a bad name.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. Shoot! When did that become an option? Shoot! Let me save. Where's the save screen? Because I'm like, I want to try and do that. Apparently we have a gun? When did we get a gun? How do I save? I don't know how to open the save menu. How is it not in here? It's in configuration. Oh, there we go. Save. Listen. I'm sure Gabriel's gonna be like, don't growl at me, Gabe. I'm sure Gabriel's gonna be like, I shouldn't do that, but...
I don't have a gun.
Well, then why is that even an option? Okay.
Good idea, but he'll never believe I'm Mosley. Not the way I look right now.
Okay. Listen, we steal a cop's identity and suddenly we're like, we could just shoot people, I guess. Not that I have a gun. Yeah, it's disguise time, I think. Where are you going? Where you going, Gabriel? So... say goodbye to your hair, Gabriel. Oh, he would never go for that. Okay, so we need to go to the museum. To defeat Portly Man, we must become a Portly Man. We're shaving our head for a Harley. You think Gabriel would cut off his beautiful golden locks for any reason? Have you not been here for 2 full games? Come on. Oh, come on. So, okay, I remembered this. There is a lost and found.
It looks like a lost and found box.
Is there anything in there? How do I... Oh, God.
It looks like a lost and found box.
God. Okay, hold on. I need to remember how I can do things. Oh. 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 There we go. It's a lost and found box. No one's gonna care. Oh, what did we find? A hat.
I'm not really a hat person myself. That's more like something Mosley would wear.
There you go. Let's do it. Put it on your head.
I'm not really a hat person myself.
Yeah. Just put it on your head. Put it on your gosh dang head.
I'm already carrying it.
Don't put it on your head.
I'm already carrying it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe Gabriel will oh. Oh, God. Where'd he go? Gabriel. Gabriel. Ah! Gabriel, please! The door, Gabriel. There you go. Alright. I don't know how to put... Why did you walk straight there? I don't know how to put the hat on my head.
It's the hat from the museum's lost and found. I know what you're thinking, but I might need it.
I think so. That's true. Let's see. Maybe the whole disguise like Gabriel Knight 1. Yeah, there's definitely something else we need, I think. Okay, so we're supposed to go this way. It's also getting us to pick up items that I think we might be needing later. Look at this, a new area! A cemetery.
Louis Hoffet kicked it in 1964.
That's a weird way to say that.
Maxine Lafitte. She died in the 70s. Can't say I blame her.
What's that mean?
I can't read it. The letters have worn away. It says Jacques Girard, 1792 to 1861. Hey, I wonder if he could be the Jacques of Frere Jacques. Probably not.
Fucking Americans, man, you know? Fucking Americans.
Poor Pierre. He was only 34. Of course, that's 238 in dog years.
Why is he so fucking rude? The people are dead. Be nicer.
I can't read it. The letters have worn away. Abigail passed on in 1893.
Wonder if this will mean something in the future. They recorded a lot, hey? Gabriel's a fucking sociopath. What's this say?
Ici repose Mademoiselle Marie Denarnaud. Died January 1953 at 85 years old.
Oh, that was a woman that was talked about at the museum, I think.
I wonder who that is. It's a cross. Can't see any writing on it or anything.
Interesting. Ooh, what is this?
The Abbé left his spritzer behind.
Ooh,
Spritzer behind?
What? Spritzer behind? Do it. Pick it up. Gabriel. You can get it. You can do it.
It's for a worthy cause.
Is it? What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with any of these? Where's the spritzer? Where's the spritzer? Oh. Oh, I have it in my hand. That's why. Never mind.
I'm already carrying it.
Okay. Spray the cat. Oh, no. Okay. Just start spritzing stuff. And one white t-shirt away from a Gabriel Knight cosplay. I did a Gabriel Knight cosplay during the first game. I should do it again, honestly. My hair is long enough for it. Oh, cats. Let me see. What else am I supposed to do? So get this. We do have to spray the cat. You won't believe why. You will not believe why. Yeah, Keith, I wore the leather jacket. So first we need...
That's a tight squeeze, but the cat hasn't left any fur behind on those boards. He might, though, with a little help.
You guys. You guys. You guys. I can't believe we are insane. All this for a motorcycle.
I kinda like that squeezing through the hole bit. I wonder if I could get him to do it again.
We're just harassing animals. Gabriel, why are you like this? For what reason are you like this? Allergy mustache time. Yeah, for real, right?
It worked.
And now what? This is stupid! We're gonna dump ink on our head, right? Okay, so unfortunately the game is asking me to use items that I don't have. So let me just scroll back. Oh yeah, I did miss some things. Okay, turns out that we actually need to steal more shit from Mosley, and I didn't realize. So let's go back. Oh my god, how do we get there? So we gotta steal something else from Mosley, and I missed it. The good thing is, he is ravenous for candy. Gabriel! Gabriel! Get off the wall, Gabriel! Gabriel! For God's sake! For God's sake, please! Please, Gabriel! Just go to the hotel! Gabriel! Gabriel! What are you doing? Ah. Get off the wall, Gabriel. Things you also say to pets. Oh my god. It was so stupid. Executive function be like. I'm gonna go in the dining room because there's a item I'm supposed to use and I don't have it, so I'm gonna poke around here. What's this?
Packages of maple syrup.
That's what I need, baby. Is this the Gabriel Knight cosplay I do later? Okay, let's bait mostly downstairs again. Oh, man. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Just get the hair from the rats. This is the worst costume of all time. If it works, I'm going to Mars. Okay, let's bait Mosley downstairs again. Okay, buddy boy, I need you to move out. Get walking. Get walking, lad. There you go. Click. Click. Okay, let's go break into Mosley's room. This is just for a motorcycle. Yeah. Yeah. It really truly is. Who knows with more how more deranged he's gonna get to the Holy Grail. If there is another bike that he could get, go inside. It's gonna come from the other way, yeah. Just walk straight past Mosley. We are fucking insane. This sneaking music. Just gonna roll up his blazer and shove it in my ass. Oh my god, what?
I better get out of here before Mount Everest returns.
He did look like Turbo for a second there. Good reference. Listen, if you haven't seen Manos Hands of Fate, I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out.
The coat's a start, but if I really want to do a Mosley look, I'm gonna have to put some stuff with it.
You have to put some stuff with it. Okay, you also won't believe.
And some people think I give America a bad name.
Yeah.
I'll use the passport when the time comes, but first I need to work some more on my outfit.
Can I put it on then? Put it on.
I'm already carrying it.
You're so fucking stupid, Gabriel. So you won't believe this, but
It's a black mustache. Sort of.
oh, look at that.
Caldwell Banker meets Cheech Marin. Huh. It's close, but I gotta do something about the dew.
Oh, right, the hat.
Now that's a Mosley outfit.
Syrup and hair, I'd rather die. The answer. Just imagine the fucking maple syrup just like, So get this.
And some people think I give a...
You won't believe this.
And some people think I... That's better.
We drew a mustache on the passport photo.
The mustaches should help disguise the obvious disparity between his face and mine. Unfortunately for Mose, things aren't quite that simple in real life.
Okay.
Nope, those don't work together.
Sure. Anyway.
If anybody sees me in this thing, I'll have to leave town immediately.
Okay, so I guess we have to do it once we're, like, not in the hotel. Bro, this mustache would slide off. Do I need to, like, Mythbusters the mustache disguise? Fuck. Fuck me, man. This is hilarious. How would I have figured... Like, someone needs to draw a picture of just Gabriel with just, like... just maple syrup sliding off his face and just the hairs just going with it. I would hide in the bedroom and lock the door. Actually, no, wait. Don't go yet. Don't go yet.
If anybody sees me in this thing, I'll have to leave town immediately.
Okay, I think we have to actually do it over here.
No peeking.
Oh. I can't watch you stick the mustache on your fucking face.
Hey, is this where y'all rent mopeds?
Oui. May I see your passport? Ah, Monsieur Mosley. Yes, I have a reservation for you. One moment.
Holy fuck.
You may have any bike in the lot, monsieur.
I can. Heck, I guess I'll take this big old hog hair. How much is that?
100 francs a day.
Looks like we got us a deal.
There you are, monsieur. You pay when you return the bike.
Golly, thanks.
But wait, the tour group gets my special treasure chest package. You get the binoculars and the shovel with that.
Oh, great.
Best of luck, monsieur. If you strike it rich, you will remember poor little Bigot, will you not?
That's right, I will not. Thank you so much. Whew, man, the things I'll do for a decent back. Oh, I better put this stuff back before Mosley has a conniption.
How is this gonna fucking work, though? Oh my god. You know what, the mustache face will look more like Tim Curry. You want to know a funny fact I learned? I learned that apparently, it's probably not the only reason, but one of the main reasons why Tim Curry didn't return in Gabriel Knight 2 is because Jane Jensen said that he didn't have the correct look for
I'll go get
Gabriel.
the Harley.
Oh, look at all these places we can go. That's where we are. Ooh. Ooh, that's where we're supposed to go to talk to Buddy. What's this? Oh, this music. Oh, it's another spot right there. Larry Chester's house. Let's go to Larry Chester's house, I guess. Oh no, I have to go to the... But guy's like, wait, the blonde bimbo still at poor cop's bike. Let's go to Larry Chester's house. That's not what the guide says to do. That's what I feel like I would want to do. So that's what we're doing. Wow. Nature. How do you admit to being bamboozled by cat hair and syrup, though? Climb.
Kind of big for a garden ornament.
Well, it looks like a real well.
This must be the place the Abbé told me about.
The Abbé.
It's the front door.
It certainly is, Gabriel. Knock, knock. Not feel when it's the front door.
Hello. May I help you?
I hope so. The name is Knight. Gabriel Knight. The Abbé at Rennes-le-Château recommended you as a Templar scholar.
Did he now?
Yep. He said, go talk to Larry Chester about the Templars. And then he said, and let me know what you think.
Well, in that case, you'd better come in.
Oh,
Can I get you some tea?
No, thank you.
Now then, what can I do for you, Mr. Knight?
Wow, look at this fucking big-ass computer. No. Okay, you can do it. Alright, so you're writing a book?
The Abbé mentioned that you're working on a book.
Yes, I'm a historian.
And you're writing about the Templars?
Oh, exactly. This area is rich in Templar history. That's why I thought I'd come here to write. It's a kind of sabbatical, really.
A sabbatical from what?
I teach at a prep school in Manchester.
Oh.
Is there any reason to think the Templars left something here, specifically?
It's not unknown that the Templars were digging in the region. They claimed they were mining the old Roman gold veins, but they hired only German workers who couldn't communicate with the locals. Naturally, that led to some speculation.
I read in the museum that several of the Templar founders and the Grand Master were from this region.
That's true. They also had several bases here and owned a great deal of land. The Chateau de Serres, for example, was built on top of an old Templar fortress.
Chateau de Serres.
Why were the Templars accused of heresy?
There are many theories, but most scholars agree that King Philip was jealous of their authority. He wanted to confiscate their land and their reputed treasure. Unfortunately, the Templars themselves helped him make his case. They boasted of the secrets they'd learned in the Holy Land.
Secrets?
Mystical secrets from Kabbalists and Arabic astronomers. Of course, to Christendom this was nothing but witchcraft. Those who confessed were released. Those who did not were burnt at the stake, including the last Grand Master, Jacques Molay.
And they dissolved completely after that?
The Knights Templar were no more, yes.
A weird stress on that.
Madame Girard mentioned that the Holy Grail is sometimes linked to the Templars.
It is, yes. In many of the early Grail legends, the knights were described as Templars, wearing the white mantle with a red cross.
She said something about them actually finding the Grail in the Holy Land. Do you think that's possible?
Yes, I do.
So you think the Templars found the Holy Grail in Jerusalem and brought it back here?
Let me put it this way. When the Templars were founded in 1118, there were 9 knights. Their stated purpose was to protect pilgrims on the road. But for years they did nothing of the sort. They were given quarters in the Temple of Solomon by King Bedouin himself. There they stayed, and there they excavated for 9 years. Then, in 1128, they changed completely. They returned to Europe and began recruiting. Their wealth and power grew on an unprecedented curve.
So you do think they found the Grail?
I think you're taking the legend of the Grail a little too literally. As with many things of the Middle Ages, it was often wiser and safer to speak in allegory.
What's the Holy Grail an allegory of?
I have a feeling that will come to light sometime in the next decade.
Corey Burton is the voice actor. Interesting.
The Templars
Don't
had
know
a lot
him.
of wealth, right? Gold, money, land.
Absolutely.
And that's one possibility for the alleged local treasure? The Templar stash?
Yes, but
You don't think so?
they had warning before their arrest. Perhaps some chose to believe that the church would ultimately protect them, but they had enough sense to move the treasure.
To where?
There are various locations. Ireland and Scotland have a great deal of Templar history, for example.
If the Templars smuggled out their treasure, wouldn't that sort of blow the Grail theory?
Perhaps there were some things that were too large or too, shall we say, localized to take with them. No, they left something behind in the Languedoc. You can be sure of that, Mr. Knight.
Your book say?
I can't make it out from here, and he'd probably get upset if I took it with me.
There, what about this?
I can't make it out from here, and he'd probably get upset if I took it with me.
This guy really doesn't want to talk about any of this,
That
huh?
painting's about as colorful as Larry himself. Yep, he's a writer, all right. Only writers have this many books.
Do you have a lot of books, Gabriel?
The guy's into maps. Larry Chester. He's supposed to be writing a book on the Templars.
Alright, well... Can we leave? Can we go? How do we leave?
I don't have anything else to say to him.
Well, then let's leave, Gabriel. Let's go somewhere. How do we leave? Am I stupid? How am I... Oh. I am stupid. Buddy, you gotta set your clock. Break it.
I think he'd mind.
Yeah, probably. Sorry, I momentarily forgot how to play the game.
Mr. Chester.
You're most welcome. What is your interest in the Templars, if you don't mind my asking?
No, I don't mind. Thanks again.
Oh, he voiced the mole guy from Atlantis. Cool. Been backgrounding a lot of things. Let's see. Okay, so we gotta go here now. Let's go. So, I'm pretty much cheating.
Negra. Black rock.
Nice, good job. This is gonna seem funny, but like, I only know this because of the guide, but basically, we're waiting for someone to drive by. Oh. Nope. Fuck. Damn it. It's not what I meant to do. Okay, well, hopefully that did interrupt it. Like, I swear to God, if I have to do the mustache thing again, I'll die. That wouldn't really make much sense, would it? For it to just not happen again, if you missed it. Although, this game has been brutal so far. Oh, yep, there he is. Okay, come where I can click on you. It's the Australian guy. Hey. Hey now. Follow. Follow him!
He pulled off at a little parking lot.
Ooh, little parking lot. So we're following Australian guy. Where's he going?
L'Ermitage. Wonder what that means. That's Wilkes' moped.
Oh.
Wilkes is here doing something with that machine of his. Probably some high-tech version of a water dowser, and probably useless.
Okay, well, let's go up this, Oh, look at who it is. It's the hot lady. Okay, well, let's go up this little pathway. This beautiful little path in this beautiful park. Oh. What is this?
Looks like a cave to me.
It does. There's Wilkes.
It's Wilkes, the Australian.
There he is. Oh, look at this. He's got a dune machine.
What the heck is that thing?
It's calling the fucking sandworms.
I'm thinking, but I haven't a clue.
Gotta get out of here. Let's go say hi. Trying to get an echolocation.
Hey, Wilkes, how's it going?
Beachy. What are
But I
you
said
doing?
bitchy.
Just taking in the sights. L'Ermitage. Cute.
Yeah, right.
Wow, he does not want to talk, huh?
Wilkes's computer. How does he get his big fingers on those little keys?
So rude.
He's probably searching the web for the most macho contest results. You know, those are the guys who pick up automobiles with their teeth and cut off their own heads with chainsaws. He just looks the type.
They do what? They do what? Pardon? Come on, talk to me. Hey, what's this?
Say, mind if I ask about your machine?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, come on. What is it? You trying to call it a giant sandworm or what?
For your information, Knight, this is highly delicate scientific equipment.
Yeah, so is a worm thumper.
I mean, Gabriel is a writer. Of course he's read Dune.
So, see anything headed this way? Should we head for the rocks?
Shut the hell up, Knight.
Oh my god, this is very funny. Oh my gosh. Burb is lurking. Hello, Burb. I see you.
Look, it's a giant worm. Get out the harpoons.
Ah, for Christ. This is a seismic survey machine, Knight. Now shut the hell up before I thump you.
A seismic survey machine? What's it do?
Forget it, Knight. Get your own damn theory.
We're insane at a pest, but at least we're a funny pest. Oh, thump me, sir.
You really think there's a treasure out here?
Oh, there's a treasure all right, mate.
Yeah? What do you think it is?
You know what Sonia's girlfriend said, don't you? People are walking around on go and don't even know it. The Romans mined here, and back then, they knew how to use slave labor, right? Plus all them kings that was around here. Those guys had regular hordes of valuables, and some of it's bound to have gotten lost.
Well, I guess so.
And the bloke that finds it is going to be flat-out stinking rich. And I'll tell you a secret, mate. That bloke is going to be me.
This is stupid because, like, they find new shit in Europe all the time, and no one gets rich off of it. That's not how these things work. Like, there's government regulations about this. You can't just, like, discover ancient artifacts and then become rich.
You seem pretty sure about finding that treasure.
Lloyd.
That's right.
That's
But I
right.
ain't gonna tell you about it, so don't ask.
I'm gonna find fair dinkum.
So, you don't think the treasure's related to the Grail?
Holy Grail. Yeah, that's a right one. Did you know the Nazis crawl all over this valley looking for it?
No.
What a bunch of jackasses. Hey, I was thinking, if I find an old enough cup, right? Maybe one with some jewels and shit on it, I could pass it off for the Grail. Especially if it came from around here.
Gee, there's an idea.
Sure. If Hitler believed all that mystical crap, there's got to be somebody else who believe it. Maybe dish out some serious cash.
But he's a full grifter. Wow. Jin really went on one vacation, was like, I'm going to make up a story with no research. That is unfair, I think, Achilles, to Jane Jensen, who definitely did do a lot of research and put a lot of historical stuff into these stories. that she really didn't need to. But she did, for us. That's just like in the last game. But I agree that's very weird.
This is obviously some sort of tourist site.
Tourist?
This little cave has been identified as L'Hermitage on regional maps for centuries, but the origins of its ownership and usage remain obscure. Wow, that's fascinating. I'll have to write home about that one. No
Get inside.
thanks. The last time I went poking around in a cave, I ended up with hair on my palms.
It's true. It's true. No.
No thanks. The last time I went poking around in a cave, I ended up with hair on my palms.
You gotta watch the playthrough for Gabriel Knight 3 and Scalabut. He's referencing something very specific from the last game. Okay, so apparently the next thing we need to say, or we need to do, is we need to wait for Miss Hot Lady to show up with her van again so that we can follow her to where she's going. We're just following people. It does sound like he's talking about masturbating. It's true. It's true. He absolutely does. And I mean, like, my personal headcanon is that Gabriel is gonna make sexual jokes about the situation in the last game to make up for how he feels about losing his boyfriend. He really got knot on the brain, he do. Where are we going? Where are we going? Driving a big circle. Where are we going?
She stopped at a place called Coom's Sword.
Coom's Sword. So, just to be clear, she drove from here all the way around and then to here. What's this? I like these sound effects. Coom's Sword. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. You know when you're whooshing. Okay, where do we go? These textures, man. Coom's Sword.
Coom's Sword. Well, whatever it is, it's down that path.
Gabriel's an idiot. It's hard to move through the world being a Schottenjäger and a fucking complete moron. Case in point. Can do it. Come on, Gabriel. Oh, there he goes. Moves like a little dog trying to lay down to sleep. It's really hard to move in the world. 3 circles in a huff. Yep. Ooh, we got some foundation, some old stuff. Let's read the sign.
It's a sign about the area.
It certainly is. Let's read it.
A stone slab called the Dal the Coom's Sword was discovered at this spot. This slab allegedly contained encoded messages related to the Wren's enigma, but it has since vanished. Coom's Sword still draws curious seekers hoping for more clues. So they found this stone slab that could have been the key to the mystery, and then they lost it? Figures.
What was that noise you made, Tim? Let's take a look at these slabs.
There were buildings here once. There's not a lot of growth going on in this area, is there?
It's true.
There were buildings here.
Oh. Alright. Alright, let's go talk to what's-her-face. There she is. What's in the bag?
Now, what is she up to?
Why did you say that like you're turned on? Oh, she's smoking.
She's just hanging out, isn't she?
Well, she had to get away from the tour group and, like, smoke some weed. She's like, fuck these Americans.
Ooh, if I thought about her for too long, I'd be walking funny.
Okay, Gabriel. Fucking... No, I'm not smoking weed.
Fancy meeting a girl like you in a place like this.
Oh, hello, Monsieur Knight.
Seeing, are we?
I am refreshing my memory for tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You mean for that tour thing? So what's so special about this place?
Nothing. And anyway, you are not taking the tour, so why do you care?
You got a point there.
Well, anyway. Is that it?
I don't think she's in the mood for company.
She really is not. Oh, interesting. Okay, so remember how we got binoculars? We need to do some spying. Are we supposed to be looking for a baby? Sure. Are we instead going to spy on Magdalene? 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 Magdalene! Okay, get on the bike. Oh, okay, I guess we can't. That's fine. Apparently we were supposed to see her searching for something, but that's okay. Part 4. Oh my gosh, there was a whole other section we could have done too. Hold on. Okay, so since I missed these other things, I need to follow the guide more often. This is what's interesting about this game, is that there's a lot of things that are not considered essential, so that the game will keep going, but you'll miss things that are clues for the bigger story. So another thing that we could have done is we could have gone to the train station, which is how we got into this town. So apparently while we're there, we can bribe the taxi driver who's there, and he'll tell us a black sedan was waiting for the two men for an hour, and they drove off towards Rennes-le-Chateau, which is where we are staying. Interesting. So the men are in the town that we're in. And then we're supposed to have also talked to the woman in the ticket booth, and we'd ask her from the train from Naples, because if you remember, Emilio said that he came in yesterday on the train from Naples. She says that there was no train from Naples last night. Which was asked about other arrivals. She says 1 passenger arrived from Rome, 2 arrived from Nice. Yeah, that's it. So there was no train from Naples, which makes sense considering he was acting extremely sus about it, right? So there's that. Let me think. So I'm trying to think. We only have about we've done about 2 hours. So I'm wondering if any of this even makes sense for us to continue doing. I wonder if we can spy on Magdalene now. Magdalene, I keep calling her this. Ooh, who's here?
FED039A is
Wilkes is
Wilkes'
here now.
moped. Guess I should make a note of it.
It's this one. Just should we keep going or should we shut her
I think
down?
that's one of the mopeds from the rental shop at Rennes-le-Chateau.
It is, but do you not know whose it is?
I wonder who's here.
Yeah, me too. How about, oh my god. Where are they going? Where the heck are they going?
They're just driving around the valley. Forget that.
Amazing. So my question is, you guys, should we go for like maybe another 30 or so minutes, or in this water?
I'd get all muddy climbing down.
Yes, that's fair.
There's a shower back at the hotel. There's a stream down there. I can't see it too well, but I can hear it.
More shenanigans? Well, if you insist. I guess we can do that. Let's, there they go. Let's see what people are... Oh my god. Gabriel. Use the pathway. Use the pathway, Gabriel. You can do it, honey. Gabriel. 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 Pass right there. Pass right there. Use the pathway. No, Gabriel. There you go. Did it. Good job, honey. Alright, let's see. Let's see. A bunch of rocks. That's fun. I don't know where I'm going. I wish I didn't sink into the ground, like, all the time. Where's this go? Does this go back? Good lord. Oh, shit! Look at this! No, please look at this.
It's a diagram of the chateau that used to be here.
Cool. Can we read it? Home of the Blanchefort family, possibly including Bertrand de Blanchefort, the 6th Grand Master of the Knights Templar. The chateau was under Templar possession from 1132 till 1139. Hard to read. Hard to read. That's cool. That's neat.
Not much left of the place, is there?
Not really. It's too bad no one kept it up. Oh, Emilio, what are you doing?
Mount Cardew must be the big mountain across the road. Wonder what Emilio's doing here.
Meditating. It's just me when I go to Greece. I don't think you're supposed to walk around on these necessarily. Look at him, sandals.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Back at ya. You look comfortable.
Ah, yes, I'm enjoying the sun immensely, thank you.
I don't want to bug him.
Alright. Well, Wilkes is out here somewhere too, isn't he? Oh my god, how do I leave? This way? Okay, this is how I left. Oh god. That's Buddy's house. Oh, now on the back end of Buddy's place. Oh, interesting. What are you enjoying the sun for? Emilio, gay boy. That's me when I'm enjoying the sun. Oh, so that's interesting. So where's Wilkes then? Am I stupid? Do I not understand how the topography of this area works? Do it, Gabriel. Okay. Listen, we'll figure this out. We'll figure out where Wilkes is. Okay, so... there was another pathway, I thought. Oh yeah, okay, so let's go this way. Every Gabriel Knight game has made me feel like I've never had a thought in my life. It's like all the stories are really good, but trying to like do anything in the games is just like, oh man, he's sand thumping again.
Wilkes says it's a seismic survey machine.
It does say that.
I still don't know what the hell it does.
You could probably use some like context clues, like what it's called.
It's Wilkes, the Australian.
He looks pissed, doesn't he? big black rock.
So, is there something special about this
Annoying the
place?
shit out of this
Rock
man.
Negri. It's just a local landmark. It means black rock.
I kind of figured out that part.
There's a white rock around here, too.
Are the names supposed to mean something?
Yeah, they mean black and white. Now stop bothering me. Go find Magdalene if you want a bleeding tour.
Having better luck with sandworms here?
Go to hell, Knight. When I find that treasure, you're gonna be laughing out of the other side of your face.
If you find the treasure, I'll laugh out of any orifice you desire.
I'll remember that.
I'm glad we could ask him about sandworms. This game does deliver sometimes. It really does. That was extremely gay, I agree. It was extremely gay. Okay, so we gotta go to... Oh, I wonder if I could go talk to the people in the train station now. Okay, I know I paraphrase what happens here, but maybe I still have an opportunity. Look at this game looks great. I don't know what the problem is.
I wonder if that guy runs the taxi service.
We're doing it, you guys.
He might have been around last night.
He might have been.
Hi there.
Oh, it's you. Haha. You are feeling better, I hope. That was a nasty bump you had on the head last night.
Sure. You took me over to Rennes Le Chateau, right?
Yes, you must remember the car. You said it had a smell like the, garlic. Probably my dog, Fifi. He loves to eat the garlic and then he...
Yeah, well, thanks for jogging my memory.
Oh, it's my pleasure, monsieur.
Wow, offensive.
You were here last night. Did you see two men with a trunk come out of that station just before I did?
Yes, but they didn't need a ride from me.
No? What'd they do?
They drove off, monsieur.
Yes, but how? Did they have a car parked here?
No. Well, yes, I guess it was parked at the time.
Could you tell me exactly what you saw? Two men with a trunk came out of the train station and...
I'm having a hard time remembering.
I get the feeling he's holding out on me. He must want something.
Wait, his dog eats garlic? Apparently. Is garlic deadly to dogs? I mean, I don't think it's good for them. I wouldn't say. I know that onion is bad for dogs. Yeah. Onion is bad for, like, all animals.
More help than that, monsieur.
Jesus Christ. Oh, it is. Makes sense. I would really want to give it to a dog anyway. Garlic and onions are hard.
Très bien.
On animals.
Now, I tell you. There was waiting a car. Monsieur.
There was waiting a car.
Maybe for an hour. Then the two men came out, they get in the car, and voila.
What kind of car?
Very nice, very fine. It does not smell like the garlic, this car.
What was the make?
It was a sedan. As to the make, my eyes are not so good.
You want more money?
No, monsieur. My eyes are really not so good.
Oh. Well, what about color?
Black, very black, this car.
And the driver?
Not old, well dressed. Oh, and the trunk. Like it was the Queen's china they handled that trunk. Into the back seat it went, not even in the boot.
The boot.
One more thing. Which way did they go?
The same way I took you, monsieur. Toward Rennes le Chateau.
Bum, bum, bum! Okay. I really should just be, like, using this system to, like, do more, like, dramatic camera. Oh my god, look at this place. This looks shockingly like the Greyhound bus station in Seattle. that I don't even think exists anymore. But yeah, this is what it looked like. Okay, well that doesn't matter, probably. Ooh, let's talk to her.
There's a girl in the ticket booth. That's helpful. Hello there, mademoiselle.
Bonjour. Where is it you wish to go?
I'm already there. I want to ask you a few questions.
Please, Gabriel.
Oui. All right.
Do you have a record of a man getting off the Naples train
Okay,
last
Timothy.
night?
There was no train from Naples last night, monsieur. We have very limited service.
Is that so? What trains did come in?
We have a set schedule, monsieur. The trains are listed on the board.
What other trains had passengers disembark last night?
Un moment. There was one passenger from Rome, none from Madrid, two from Nice earlier in the day.
Great, thanks.
Great. Her voice is very strange.
Did two men with a trunk come in from Paris yesterday evening?
We had 3 arrivals last night from Paris, but I have no idea who they were.
Do you know where they went?
Mais no. We only keep a record of the number who arrive, and only that because there is some talk of cutting service to Guisa. We have few visitors, and most of them come by auto.
Let's come by auto.
Those are the trains you can catch from here. Daily, Paris and Bordeaux, Tuesday and Thursday, Rome and Madrid. Not a lot of options if you want to leave Coiza. Yesterday was Wednesday, so the only trains that came in were from Nice, Paris, Madrid, and Rome. There is no Naples route. In other words, Buccelli is lying. Either he didn't take the train at all, or he didn't take the one he says he took.
What was Buccelli's first name? Vincello or something? Anyway, he's a liar. Emilio's spying on us, and this other guy is a liar. So, well, that's interesting. Let's go. Where is it I'm supposed to go? Oh, I still have something to do there, apparently. I'm just, like, confused because... Homework. That's not something that's here. This guide is very confusing to me. I'm gonna be very real. Anyway, we still have something that we're supposed to do here. So we're gonna do it. Let's go. He's a lie. Sorry, niche jokes. I apologize. Yeah, I think we'll just do a bit more. Pick this up on Thursday. Okay, so.
That's a nice looking mountain. If you're into that nature stuff.
What, are you not? Binoculars.
Well, you see, they make things that are far away look real close like.
Okay, real. Get over here and use the binoculars. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. What am I supposed to be looking at? What am I supposed to be doing? Oh my God. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. This is the problem. Because it's telling me about a location that I haven't discovered yet. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. This is part of my problem right now. You know? Because, like... How do I go over there?
There's that big black rock you can see from the road. Nope, those don't work together.
Oh, I can't look at it. How do I get to there? You know what? I might, like, stop here for today because I'm feeling myself get a little bit annoyed and a little bit frustrated. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. I'm like, listen, this game is honestly pretty brutal to stream. Like, the Gabriel Knight games in general kind of are. This one, I'm still hitting that learning curve very hard. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. The rough time. Like, listen. Listen. I don't want to send the wrong impression. I am very much enjoying this game. The gameplay is awkward. And, the guide I have feels a little bit all over the place. And I think that's because there's several things you can do, and you can do them out of order. Just like how I went and I did the train station things now, even though I had that listed previously. Yeah, like even here it's suggesting to talk to Larry Chester today instead of yesterday, which is really interesting. Because it's asking me to go to a location that I don't see on the map. Which I'm not sure why. Not sure why it's not on the map. Let me just look one more time. If I've missed it, then we can talk about it, you know? So let's see. It's really hard too because it's like hard to determine like what is a location I can go to. I also don't know how to get to that fucking rock. That's not it. Oh. I'm fucking stupid. Listen, I'm fucking stupid. I lied, we're not stopping. We're going a little bit more. Just a wee bit more.
The beat to crap moped. I wonder who got stuck with it. I wonder who's here.
I know who's here. Let's go. Nope, 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 that's not what I meant to do. Gee, I wonder who. Okay. That's the path I want. That's the pathway. You can do it, Gabriel. You can walk. Walk, walk, fashion baby. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. Yeah. Ooh, badass. Me just zipping around. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, look who it is.
Mosley. What the hell is he doing out here?
Fucking A-cab, baby.
Oh, hi, Gabe.
It's Gabriel, you flatfoot. What are you doing here?
Me? Oh, just looking around.
I thought you said you were busy this afternoon.
I am busy. I'm busy looking around. And if I'd wanted my mother along, I would have invited her, Knight.
Okay, all right. Forget I mentioned it.
Jesus. Oh my gosh, Kat's here. Hello. Hi. I'm glad you're here. I was like almost about to stop playing, but now I'm back.
So,
let's bother Mosley more.
I saw the sign and it looked interesting, okay? The Dead Man. Now, doesn't that sound like something I'd find interesting?
How do you know l'homme mort meant the dead man? Your French is worse than mine.
I saw it in a guidebook. Look, Why don't you go catch some kidnappers, will you?
I'm gone.
I mean, that's a valid point to be like, hey, don't you have a baby to look for?
I saw your moped in the parking lot. Nice back.
You know, go to hell. Somebody in the group screwed up, or the moped guy screwed up. I don't know. Anyway, he had me checked off his list. Can you believe it? I was lucky to get anything. I'm gonna have a word with Magdalene about it.
Oh, you should. Really. You shouldn't have to put up with that.
Tell me about it. So, what are you driving?
Oh, one of the bigger bikes. It's a little rough.
Yeah, goddamn small towns.
Gabriel just causing problems for fun. I mean, that's Gabriel.
I could swear he's up to something. I just don't know what.
Look at his posture. Look at this. He looks like one of those, like, Chads versus Betas. This is what this is. This is the Chad novelist versus the Beta police officer. The fact he doesn't suspect us at all. What a shit cop. Yeah. He's like, what are you doing? You're fighting the occult? Now, there's, like, nothing here to look at, hey? Oh. Oh. I'm just gonna go into the rock. Don't mind me. Okay, let's see. I think there was another path over here. No. That's a lie. There's not another path. Let's just leave. Oh, actually, let's read the sign. Let's read the sign.
This valley has been called the Dead Man on regional maps for centuries. Some authors have attempted to link it to the Ren Enigma because one of the parchment ciphers contains the phrase, "He is there, dead."
Fucking sick.
I remember something about those parchments from the museum, but I don't see how it could relate to the case.
Thanks for the clip, Kinky. Fuck. Alright, you can do it, Gabriel. Off you go. You did it. Okay, so let's leave. Let's leave. Okay, so now we're gonna go back here. And I swear to God, it's gonna work this time. This time it's gonna work. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Well, apparently I was supposed to write down Mosley's license plate number, but I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's alright. Oh, apparently we're supposed to be writing down everybody's license plate numbers. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Where's my notebook? There we go. Pick that up, baby. Mirror. I love them. These lesbians. Gonna do a little sketch. Yeah, back in the back pocket. They should have just given him a little... Nah, it would have been stupid if he had a little courier bag. Could you imagine? I still can't get over him putting the jacket in his jeans. That was absolutely unhinged. Like, absolutely unhinged. Well, okay. Alright, alright. Get out of the ground. Okay, let's go. Let's go. It's binoculars time again. And hopefully this time it'll work. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing last time, even though the guide was saying what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't understand. I love that they just keep driving by. Can you... God damn it, Gabriel. Okay, let's go. Let's go this way. Off you go, honey. Man, what's he got such a tiny waist for, huh? Okay, so we're supposed to be able to see where Mosley is from here. With the binoculars. Pick up. How do these move so much? Oh. Love playing Gabriel Knight games and love to understand them one day, right? Just like, can I... It's weird because it's like, okay, just look at the location and then zoom in. I'm like, what? How do I do that? How do I know what I'm even looking at here? Ooh, boy. I mean, it all just looks the same. It's very hard to aim the binoculars. Yeah, this is... It's one of those things where it's like, it's hard to explain also because, like, when you click it, it, like, moves a lot, so you have to kind of click it lightly. If you want to... Oh! Oh! Oh, Mosley, that was not slick at all.
Well, well. Looks like those two are having a conflict of interest. Very curious.
She's like, fuck this, I'm out. Okay, interesting. It's funny because the guide says that they're arguing, and I'm like, was that an argument? Okay. All right, so good. How do I leave? Oh, I gotta zoom back up. Okay. You don't mind, Emilio, if I just lean on you? He's just using us as a chair. Okay. All right. Oh my god, no! Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. This game's good. Alright. How do I... Where's the fucking pathway? Great spot to meditate. It really is. I mean, that's what I said that he was doing, for sure. I always want to go down here, but that's not the way to go. It's very weird. Okay. I really wish I could just, like, teleport back to the road. Oh, sorry. I should move us closer. Get over there, Gabriel. I'll just stand up here and watch. No! You were right there, honey. Okay, he got it. He got it. Don't worry. Okay, let's leave. Let's go back to town. Oh, shit. Wow, we moved ahead. I thought there was something else that we were supposed to be able to do before this. You know what? I think we're going to stop here, actually, because now we're at 2 hours, 25 minutes, and that's enough. Yeah, there was something else I thought I was going to be able to do, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't know why I said day 2 on that other one. Just getting ahead of myself. I know how to number things. It's fine. Urgh. Okay, my guys, that's going to be it for today. I think we did a good job. I really do. I think this was great. Yeah, so we're going to be back at it on Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all know the drill. I love and carry you. Game fun, game silly. Thank you guys for coming back despite me not streaming last Thursday and sticking on with this with us and other things. I don't know. Well, thank you for coming, Excalibur. I love you. You guys rock. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Goodbye.